I want to know whether it's a lie or not. You can see Would I Lie to You on Friday at 10:35 on BBC One. Now, our first guests are probably most well known as the latest couple to get it on both on and off the dance floor. Woo! They met on Strictly Come Dancing last year and are now burning the dance floor in the latest dance show to hit London's West End. Welcome to the show, Ali Bastian and Brian Fortuna. Are you fed up of talking about your relationship on and off?
A little.
Yes.
Are you? Yeah, but you can't not talk about it, can you? Because it's the big story of your lives, isn't it?
Apparently.
No, do you know what it is? It's because when you do a show like that, people see you as a couple. When you do Strictly, I think people get to know you as people, and they're also interested in your lives, and when two people get together it becomes quite exciting for the viewers.
It's quite an unusual way to kind of get together with somebody. It feels kind of strange because you're getting to know each other and trying to figure out what's going on and if there's a little something there.
What is it about Strictly? Because it happens quite a lot, doesn't it? And it is one question I do sit at home and think to myself, is it the time you spend together? Obviously for a relationship to go on and on, there has to be a lot in common, but it has happened.
I'd say it's probably
before.
The wiggly Latin hips.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Tim, you should get on a Strictly.
Would Jamie let you go on it?
Yeah.
It does seem like every time though any couples get on it, you go, oh, are they kissing each other?
Well, it's the speculation always, isn't it?
But everyone, even if they're not, aren't they? That's what happens with the show.
I think they're quite good at putting people together as well. I think they sort of have an idea of people's personalities and thought, oh, these two might get on. It's a bit like internet dating.
But you obviously thoroughly enjoyed it and did extremely well. I think you came third, which is a real... I mean, and I think any other year you could have gone on to win it. I just think that year was particularly really difficult, wasn't it?
It was tough, but an incredible experience, really amazing. It probably one of the most challenging things I've ever done. I mean, literally go through every emotion you could possibly imagine. And incredible nerves, like running up to the Saturday night, but then the best feeling when you do it and it goes well and the judges give you good comments.
It's going to be quite thick-skinned, I think, because you take a lot of criticism as well as a lot of praisal. It's not an easy job to go and do on a Saturday night.
No, you feel, I mean, you feel quite vulnerable in a way, but also the comments they give you tend to be quite constructive. So if you do, you're lucky enough to stay for the next week, you go away, you take it on board, and you think, right, how are we going to come back fighting next week?
It looks fab.
I was just watching you do a real kiss at the end there. Brian, you're a dancer.
Planted one on me.
You're an actual trained dancer. Obviously, you're the expert, the pro on it. Does it make it, when you're actually in a kind of relationship, does it make the dancing take it up a level? Because that's what they always say about dancing, isn't it? You got to, the romance and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, obviously you're going to feel a connection with the other person that you wouldn't feel otherwise, but it can make it more difficult at the same time as well, I think. It's a combination of the both. But I think for Ali and I, it worked out really well.
I'll get off the relationship in a minute, but how long into how long into it was
What are
it?
we eating?
How long?
Yeah, talk to me about courgettes. They look nice.
Did you know they turn into marrows?
What?
Did you know?
Tim doesn't believe they turn into marrows.
Well, I did not know they turned into marrows.
Did you not?
And I'm glad I know now.
Because I want a bit of proof, and they're saying it's not a debate, Tim. It just
I'm going to
is
grow
true.
one.
It just is
What
true.
happens? You just leave it for long enough.
All right, you've managed to get off the relationship.
I was very impressed with that swerve, guys.
You're good, but we're going back there. You're an American, obviously. How come you ended up over here doing Strictly Come Dancing?
I had done a season of Dancing with the Stars in the States, and I was touring with them. And I shot off 2 emails, one to the Italian version of Strictly Come Dancing and one to the British version. And the Italian version wrote back to me and they said they've cancelled the show, which they didn't, so I don't know what that meant. And Strictly wrote back to me and said, we'd love to audition you, but you have to be here in a week. And I booked a plane ticket from the back of the tour bus and I came over and auditioned, and here I am 2.5 years later.
Is ballroom dancing, or your sort of dancing, is it bigger in America than it is over here, or is it similar?
You know,
Not
historically...
the TV show, I'm talking about actually off TV.
Yeah. Historically, ballroom dancing has been a lot bigger in the UK. and London is the dance capital of the world. But now, thanks to Strictly Come Dancing and Dancing with the Stars, it's a household name. People know what a paso doble is or what a tango
and it's been
is.
brilliant. So I think it's really encouraged people to go and have lessons and just do it, not to be professional, but just because they enjoy to dance. It's given people the confidence, and I think that's what's so great about the show.
It's such a sociable thing as well, and you meet I've found a lot of people that come up to us and they've met their partners through dancing, and you know it's fun. Go to a salsa class, have a glass of wine, go with your girlfriend. It's like it's a really nice sociable,
Sounds
fun thing to do.
horrendous
It's
to me.
good. You should try it, Tim.
Oh yeah, great. We were talking about you earlier because you've been in training for this new show, which isn't connected with Strictly at all, but you've actually together in a West End show, which we'll talk about in a minute. But you've been training. You've been doing something sort of
Zumba.
That's the
I've heard
latest.
about Zumba.
Is that that's the latest fad, right?
It's brilliant, actually. It's a Latin-based aerobics class, really. But in the run-up to this show, I was thinking, what can I do to sort of really improve my fitness? So I started doing that, and I also have been training at Karen Hardy's studio. She's been absolutely amazing, and she was the first person I called when I found out about the show and thought, what can I do? She said, come down, do as many classes as you like, and so that's been fantastic. So I haven't really stopped dancing since last year. It really rocked my world.
Were you trained dancer? Did you do it when you were a kid?
I did go to stage school when I was younger. I started there when I was 10, stayed till I was about 13, so that was obviously dance was on the curriculum then, but nothing that in any way prepared me for the onslaught last year.
You did look like you had a natural ability. I think sometimes with these kind of, when people go in to do a show like Strictly, there's some that you can just tell no matter how hard they try, it's never going to happen, and then other people like yourself that just take to it, look elegant. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed watching you.
Thank you. It's also something that I just found I loved, like straight away. I just thought this is something I want to do for the rest of my life, and that way it's a massive gift, really. I think it's something I'll always have.
All right, let's talk about the show in the West End.
Yes.
It's, what is it?
Burn
Tell
the
us what it
Dance
is.
Floor.
What happens?
Burn the Floor is a dance phenomenon. It started 10 years ago at Elton John's birthday party. There was a man named Harley Medcalf there, and he saw ballroom dancing there, and he said, this is something special. We can do something with this. And I've been a fan of the show for years. I went to see it as a 17-year-old kid, and as a matter of fact, I was showing Ali clips of the show before we even got involved.
Yeah, it opens at the Shaftesbury. We had the press night on Monday. We were only doing a short run, actually, in London, just until the 4th of September.
Are you guys in the show consistently throughout the whole run? So you're not just there
for the whole run.
A small period of time, and it's something like 55
shows, and we've done
We're about 10 shows in, I
10, so
think.
there's only 45 left. So.
Yeah.
You're exhausted.
A bit wide-eyed this morning.
Are you, though?
It's funny, it is. Obviously, physically, it's very challenging for me not being a professional dancer, and I'm dancing with the most incredible company. I've never seen dancers
How long
like
you were
this.
going to say partner?
Oh, and yes.
How long is it before you're a professional dancer? Because you should clearly getting paid now, so you must be a professional dancer.
I don't know when that
is it you
happens.
say, I'm
I
a
get like my
professional
brownie
dancer?
badge or something. I'm not sure. when that
And also,
happens.
how's it working together again? Because obviously, that's...
We're back to the relationship! Woo!
not the relationship, but like working together, it is quite hard every night.
I think this is a very different dynamic than Strictly was.
Is it different? Much more relaxed,
And
I'm sure.
To be honest with you, I've learned a lot from Ali over the last couple weeks in doing this. In the way that she connects to me and the acting skills and internalizing my feelings, she's helped me a lot with it, and she's done a really incredible job.
Oh,
Of course, we haven't even got onto the acting career and what's next.
So the whole thing goes on tour, and you've two just slotted into...
This has been touring the world, basically. Burn the Floor, it kicked off about 10 years ago. It's just come over from Broadway. Got a fantastic place in the Shaftesbury Theatre for the next 7 weeks, and then it goes back to the States for a US tour.
Will you be going
it's
to
a
the
flying
States?
visit. Would love to. I mean, we'll definitely go and see them, but we're not going to be part of the show,
Can I
unfortunately.
just rewind slightly back to Elton John's party? What was it to do with Elton John's party? How did it work?
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but...
I was. No. Elton John had a party, and they did the show.
It was his 50th birthday party, if I'm not mistaken. Does that make him 60 now?
How long ago has it been running? 20 years?
Something like that. But they had ballroom dancing at the show, and
It's like the concept, wasn't it, that was originally
well, I think
brought up for his
Harley
birthday.
told me that when he saw the dancers and he saw the intensity that they danced with and the way that they connected with each other and how much feeling they put into what they were doing, he said, I want to bring this on stage. And that's really a big part of what the show does. Is it's not just the dancing and the technique and the incredibly sexy bodies, it's the passion and the fire behind the eyes.
I'm looking forward to coming to see the show.
Oh, you've got to
I'm
come.
coming week after next.
Fantastic.
All right, Ali and Brian will be staying with us to do some cooking and take your emails. So if you've got a question to ask them, especially about their relationship, they love talking about it.
I'm going to get you later.
All right, to Rachel, drop us a line via our website, bbc.co.uk/something for the weekend.
But now
A nice thing to have. So
We're
a
just in time.
spoonful of that. Smells good, doesn't it? Okay, a little bit of that.
this looks like a very good dish, guys.
We get to dig in.
And then
Wait for
Sorry,
the
gotta
fish.
go.
we'll have a little bit of our halibut on top. Sprinkle a couple more capers around, a little touch of parsley, and that. I mean, that's just food for lovers, really,
Okay,
isn't it?
guys.
Oh, sorry, we're going to mention your
Beautiful.
relationship.
You can try that.
Go for it.
What are you making
Go on,
for
guys, go for
dessert?
it.
We do ginger meringues with a strawberry soup.
Ginger meringue and strawberries. Okay.
Okay, don't forget all of today's recipes are available on our website, bbc.co.uk/something for the weekend. Or if you have an internet-enabled phone, text the weekend to 81010 and we'll send a link to our mobile sites. Text costs 10 to 15p depending on your network. But now time to see a clip from a new series following two rival families in the heady and competitive world of stock car racing. Here's Gears and Tears.
I dropped it on the floor.
Sit now.